Hi everyone. So as promised, it is day 7 since I had my vaccine. It is Christmas Day, December 25th, and I had my vaccine on December 18th. So as promised, this is the update for 7 days out. The last time I updated you, it was 48 hours or so out. So what has happened since? So really nothing of concern in my opinion. I did have some breathing difficulty. However, I should stipulate that I have been having some lung issues for a few weeks, and it was very much exacerbated 2 days before I had my vaccine. So I think the issue I had earlier this week was more like along the lines of it just got progressively worse and isn't completely not related. Regardless, I still got looked at by physicians. They're of the same opinion. This is a chronic issue that became exacerbated and is not related to the vaccine. I did get retested for COVID-19 just to be sure. And for people that have been fearful that the vaccine will make you test positive, I can affirmatively say, no, it will not. I had a COVID-19 test several days after my vaccine, and it was indeed negative. So it will not make you test positive. So like I said, the only real symptom I had from the vaccine was the site tenderness that was gone in about 18 hours or so. So this Christmas obviously was, for some of you that may know, was the very first Christmas I've ever spent away from my family that was not spent working. So it's very difficult for me this year. So I hope many of you were able to have good memories despite the fact this year pretty much just sucked. And if we, hopefully try to get things back to normal, next Christmas we'll just really blow it out of the water and be a good Christmas. So yeah, no real effects, feel fine. Again, I think in my last video I had mentioned about how, perhaps me having had COVID in the past, if that would cause any kinds of differences with this vaccine. And I didn't really find any answers on that. Other than the 90-day recommendation to not get vaccinated if you've had it within that frame. Saturday night, for people who may follow me on Instagram, some probably don't because they get annoyed with like the curated stuff. I had a, little bit of a town hall kind of thing on my Instagram story where I asked multiple providers to give me their experiences with the vaccine. And I also asked people like, what are they hesitant about as far as getting vaccinated? So overwhelmingly, I had quite a few responses. I probably had about 120, and not all of them got posted because there was a lot of redundancy. The overwhelming response I got on my Instagram story when I did this was site tenderness. Some told that they had joint pains. A couple had headaches, low-grade fevers, that kind of thing. And I want to stipulate that these are not special. These are things that are pretty consistent with any immunization. And if anything, are basically a sign that your immunizations are really working. A lot of those things where people think that they're getting the flu from the flu vaccine are not indeed the flu virus itself, but rather your body kind of mounting a response in response to the vaccine. And that's a good thing. It means your body is recognizing that there's something that doesn't belong, and it's just basically, how did I read this? It's like firebombing your entire body trying to get rid of this. So, if you're reading some of these things about people saying headaches and fevers and joint pains, that's all normal. I mean, that's a normal response from your body. And pretty much the average response as far as what's stopping you from getting the vaccine generally was there's just not enough information. There was a couple that are pregnant, and ACOG, which is the professional organization for OBGYNs, has come out and said that there should be no reason to withhold. Breastfeeding moms should, if they want it, to be vaccinated, and that's a discussion that people need to have with their OBs and GYNs. What else did it come up this week? I have seen no direct vaccine-related deaths in any of the news or any of the research. I try to kind of take the news with a grain of salt because, everything's sensationalism and what gets watchers. But as far as the actual research out there, I haven't seen any deaths secondary to this. I have no Bell's palsy, which is really great. And I have a history of neurological issues. So as you can see, I can move my eyebrows and smile. So no Bell's palsy here. And pretty much the overwhelming result from a lot of my nursing forums, my healthcare forum, nobody's reported Bell's palsy that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of responses. So I really do encourage people, keep sharing your experiences with the vaccine. Don't listen to the naysayers who are saying, post your picture. Well, you post your fucking plate, so relax. Nobody wants to see your ham dinner. But keep sharing your information, keep sharing, your experiences, because the only way the public's really going to trust that this is okay is if they see people who know how to research and they know what they're seeing taking the vaccine. So hopefully if we keep going the way we are, we can all go back to normal and have a normal Christmas, and I can have an excuse to wear my tiara. So, as always, I don't have all the answers to this. I am not the authority on vaccinations. This is just one account of being vaccinated. And, if anyone does have questions, I will be more than happy to help you find the correct answer, direct you to the right resource, or find somebody who knows anything. But, if there's something that's holding you back, don't keep it. If you don't know how to find that answer, just ask, because there's somebody out there who does. So I will not be updating until my second vaccine, which is January 9th. Other than that, everyone stay well, and I look forward to seeing more of your vaccine pictures.